Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So I've got another junk journal with me video here for you guys. It's been so long since I've done one. I really miss these types of videos, so I'm so glad to do another one now. Just flipping through my vintage journal and what I've done so far. This is my favorite journal that I've been journaling. I just absolutely love every page. And I am going to be using that page, this page right here for this page spread. And I'm documenting a beautiful birthday mail from the lovely Emma. Hi Emma, thank you so much for your beautiful birthday mail. I absolutely love it. And I just pulled out some of the things here from it that I knew I wanted to record in my vintage journal. So my favorite pieces. And I love this handmade envelope. It's just beautiful. So I ended up using that just on the right hand page, just by itself, nothing else to decorate that page. But I do open it up and do my journaling inside that envelope, and also sticking some photos in there a bit later on. But first, yeah, I've got this page here. And it's this beautiful, I'm thinking it's a book page of some flowers, and it's got the forget-me-nots, which is one of my favorite flowers because it's, blue, my favorite color. I love my blue flowers. And originally I was thinking of just sticking the page directly onto the ledger paper there, but then I thought, let's get a bit more creative and get out of my comfort zone and try a bit of collage and fussy cutting and all that kind of thing. So first of all, I'm just kind of going back and forth between the two pages, figuring out what I'm doing. And I definitely wanted to include this fairy picture. I love those fairy pictures, they're gorgeous. And because it's blue, I knew I definitely wanted to include it in this page, but just wasn't sure where. So I was thinking about putting it inside that envelope, but then I thought I wanted to actually see it, like not have to open stuff up to see it. And then I just pulled out some stamps. So Emma also sent me a whole bunch of Queen stamps, and I love them. There's all different colours, all different types, but I just love the Queen stamps just because I like the tiara, the sparkles, the royalty, the gowns, all that kind of thing. So pretty. I'm a girly girl at heart and will always love diamonds and gemstones and sparkly things and pretty dresses and yeah, all that kind of thing. So I'm just pulling out some of the blue ones, of course, and I don't use all of them that I've pulled out. I'm just going through them, figuring out which ones I want to definitely include, and I play around with where I want to place them. But here I also have, well, I did have a little label as well that came on another little package that Emma gave me. So I just cut that off, and I thought that I could use that to date the page. And I've got my vintage date stamp to date that, but I obviously do that later on. So now I'm just fussy cutting all of these flowers. And yeah, I don't normally fussy cut. It's not my favorite thing to do in the world, but it really is super effective. Just fussy cutting out things, honestly, the effect it gives is, I don't know, it just takes it to another level, I think. So I want to try fussy cutting more. What I actually want to do is spend a day or night or two fussy cutting flowers. And then storing them all in a little container or something, so that when I want to do some collaging or just add a decorative flower to something on top, I can just rummage through that container and grab a flower. But yeah, you know me, I do everything in bulk. I don't want to come to a page and think, oh, let's fussy cut a flower and put it there. I want to already have a whole bunch of fussy cut flowers that I can choose from. Otherwise, I just don't really do it. I can't be bothered. So I need everything prepared in advance. The same with all my ephemera and stuff. You guys see that I make it all in bulk and I pre-make it all, so that when it comes time to embellish a journal, I have it all there ready to go in its baskets, so that I can just rummage through the baskets, pick out anything that I want to use to embellish a journal, all ready to go, rather than having to hand make everything after the journal's made. I just like, yeah, having them all pre-made. Having said that, yes, sometimes I do hand make stuff as well afterwards, just depends on the journal. But yeah, just fussy cutting these flowers, and I will try to ramble a little bit while I do that. I could skip ahead and edit this, or speed it up a bit, but I think it's kind of good to show the entire process from start to finish without editing things out, just to kind of give it in real time and show how I play around with things. And often I don't do what I originally planned, that kind of thing, just to kind of show what it looks like, the whole process. I do speed it up though, so this is sped up a little bit at least, so you can still see the whole process, but it won't be as boring being so slow, hopefully. Sometimes I do have to speed it up if it's just an extra, cut things out. If it's a super long video, I will cut things out, but usually that's when I'm gluing stuff down or that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm running out of things to say. I don't know what to say. But you can see here, yeah, just playing around with placement, where I want things to go. In the end, yeah, I chose the left-hand side page to put the flower fairy picture because I wanted to see that. I think it's just so beautiful. And I also do cut out that piece that says Forget-Me-Nots. I thought that's a nice little title piece, or just to annotate the page. And Emma's already beautifully decorated the envelope for me, so didn't really need to do much more to that. I just wanted, since there's some blank space, I added some, I think, flowers and a stamp onto the flap part of the envelope. Oh, and then this piece, this little scrapbook paper piece, I just liked it. I just like the vintage look to it and the vintage script. So I wanted to use that somehow, and I was thinking, how do I use this? Do I back it onto that picture? And in the end it kind of defeats the purpose of using it because you cover up most of it. But I'm getting better at trying to be okay with covering up things. Even having just a little piece showing is enough to pay tribute to it and enjoy it. You don't need to, in the past I would include the whole page and just not cover up a single bit of it. But actually I found that it's more effective if you just use little pieces or have little parts of it peeking out when you have a big page like that. Same goes for things like lace and fabrics. Just a little snippet here or there actually really, I don't know, makes it look better than using the whole piece. So yeah, I just used it as a background piece and layered it so it's more like a collage, using the ledger paper and then the scrapbook paper, then the fairy, and then I'm layering all of the flowers on top. And it turned out it's quite simple still. My collages are very simple but quite effective. I still like simple but effective collages. So yeah, I'm just gluing this down now that I know where I want it to go. I always find collaging tricky because once you put it all together, you have to take it apart to glue it all down, which is really frustrating, and you kind of forget where you place things when you take it apart to glue it down. So I just tried to catch it exactly where I wanted it, and then that's why I glued it in a weird order or kind of thing, lifting up a flap here, lifting up a flap there to glue it down. And so now I'm just arranging my little flowers, and I'm trying not to cover the flower fairy. I'm trying to keep all the wings visible and the flower visible. So I'm just trying to figure out where to layer things, how far up or down the page it needs to be, that kind of thing. But just, yeah, I want to see the whole image of the fairy. Okay, so now I'm going to glue down this piece. But yeah, these are my favorite videos. I was asked this in a Q&A Saturday one time, what is my favorite video that I've done, and I just said my favorite videos are the ones where I do Junk Journal with Me episodes. That's why I do this channel most of all. It's to encourage people to journal, and so I can journal more myself. Whenever I see videos of people's journals, it inspires me to journal. And so this is my heart, more than making journals, more than sharing flip throughs or ephemera or tutorials. This is my heart, actually using the journal. So that's probably why these are my favorite videos. They're just, out of all the videos, these are some of the most labor intensive, filming it, editing it, doing the voiceover. So I would do more of these if I could, like a whole channel just of Junk Journal with me videos, but it's just very time consuming and hard for me to do these. I wish it was easier. Maybe the more I do these, the easier it will get, but just finding the time to do it, and yeah, even just sitting here talking this through, wondering what to say, all that kind of thing. But I definitely don't want to talk through my process while I journal, because for me, journaling is just my own thing to do for fun, for therapy, to enjoy it, to just have a bit of a break, to relax, that kind of thing. And I don't want to talk when I'm doing it. That's just too much effort. I just want to do my own thing, put the camera on, and have fun in my own little world doing this. So that's why, yeah, I do a voiceover later. And it already is difficult doing this anyway, because to even film this, even without talking, it's quite difficult because the frame that I use to film is quite limiting, and it hurts my wrists or my elbows, my arms, because I have to rest my arms on top of the frame and everything has to fit inside the frame, and it's just a bit awkward. Rather than if I could do this without filming, I could spread out and it would just be natural and easy. Whereas when I'm filming, I'm always conscious of, am I in frame, and how much can I fit into the frame, and don't knock the frame, and all that kind of stuff. So it's all just this extra stuff that I'm thinking about that makes it a little less enjoyable than if I just was doing this without filming. All this to say that I'm trying to explain why you don't see more Junk Journal with me videos. As much as I love to do them, they're just a bit difficult to do. But I do love these. These are my favourite ones to watch and do. So, yeah. Eventually, hopefully, I would love to get a better camera set up so I don't have to use a frame. I could just use a stand or an arm or something, so that, yeah, I can spread out as much as I want and I don't hit the frame with my arms. So yeah, I really like how that left-hand side page came along together. Really, really pretty. This is one of my favourite pages. I think I say that a lot with all my pages. Here, I don't end up, you don't see it on camera, but I do put some photos and do my writing inside this envelope. I just hadn't printed off the photos yet. But basically what happened was Emma gave me this beautiful birthday mail, and on top was just amazing, gorgeous stuff, like a happy mail, and then underneath that was a journal. She made me a beautiful journal. It was so gorgeous. And then underneath that was this bag, and inside the bag was a box, and I was like, what is this? And so now I'm showing you, sorry, just going back and forth, I'm showing you how I'm date stamping the page, and then, yeah, I'll go back to the story. So I opened this box, and as soon as I opened it, I was just blown away. It was a tiara, and I will actually show you the tiara at the end of this video. I will show you the pictures. I'll show you the finished page, essentially, so you can see what I'm talking about. But it was just the most beautiful tiara. I was so in love with it, and my goodness, you guys, it just spoke to me so much. The tiara itself is beautiful, but the fact that Emma would send this, buy it to me, send it to me, and that she knew me so well, like spot on gift. And here it is. Here it is. Thank you so much, Emma. I just love it. The blue stones, the white stones, my favorite. And here it is in the flesh. I just needed to show you this, guys. This is so special to me. It felt like a gift through Emma, through God, from God, to show me that I'm loved and special, and he loves me and he sees me and he knows all the little details about me. He knows what I likes, and so does Emma. And it just spoke volumes to me, and this gift made me feel so loved and so special and seen and valued and known. So yeah, just thank you so much, Emma and God, for this gift. It's more than a tiara. It's the meaning behind it, of what it speaks to me about. So yeah, I really just wanted to share that with you guys because it's so special and dear to me, and I'll treasure it forever. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Junk Journal with me episode, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!